team, to cooperate, and it's just a great program that allow kids to grow, and it's great to see them start off as a freshman, very timid, very quiet, and by the time they get into their senior year, have them open up and be expressive and being able to take charge, and they get a lot of opportunities to be a leader, and it just helps them with their confidence. And I think it's something that they could take with them no matter where they go into the military, they go into the corporate world, they go into education, no matter where they go in life. The lessons that they learn in JROTC will help them no matter where or what they do.
And how does the other instructors, teachers, in their other classes, how do they feel about that discipline that child shows, coming from that junior ROTC program?
Yeah, I got an email from one of the teachers last week that mentioned one of our students says, "Hey, Colonel Owens, I have one of your students in my class, outstanding young lady, conducts herself really well, and I'd like to take credit for that, but this particular young lady came to us from relatively recently, and she is just outstanding, and I understand it." But we get that from teachers, and they like to have students that are in our program in their classes because they comment on their conduct and how they interact with others. But just like anything, we have some cadets don't do as well as we'd like, but that's our life. And the nice thing is teachers will come to us, they'll email us or call us, or they'll talk to us as we see them around the campus, and they'll mention that, and then we'll tag tag team, and we become allies in trying to get the student, the cadet, to move into the right direction.
What are some of the disciplinary actions that you do for your cadets that have some problems in the other classes?
And that's one of the challenges, is because we're teachers just like the other teachers. Correct. So we have very few additional resources that we can use to encourage a kid. Some of the kids that love the program, we can hold some of the things like, okay, you're not going to be allowed to participate in this event. So if they love that event, they want to be in that event, that's going to entice them to carry themselves in a way that's not going to jeopardize them being able to do that. One of the things we do is travel quite a bit. We go to Atlanta, we go to Charleston, we go to Washington, D.C., which is coming up in October, the end of October. And that's one of the things we use is, okay, you're not going to be able to be allowed to go on this trip based on your conduct, either in my class or in one of the other teachers' classes. So there's some things, and then we have what's called merits and demerits.
Okay.
So those are points that are tracked, and at the end of the year, those cadets that have the appropriate number of merits will be allowed to participate in our annual field day. And so that's a big incentive for. So we have different, different means, and I think because we spend quite a bit of time with the cadets, they have a certain respect, and they try not to disappoint us. So we can, just telling them that, hey, I'm very disappointed in your conduct, and as a result, you're gonna wind up with these consequences. But a lot of times, just telling them that they've disappointed us is enough for some to correct their behavior.
I know some of the individuals, they go on to college to join ROTC, or why is it so important that they understand that there are some benefits of being in the junior ROTC program?
Yeah, I stress that. I stress that, the things that they learn, like I mentioned earlier, not only if they go off to college and join ROTC, or like the one cadet Cadet Mobley. He's at West Point now, graduating in May. The things that they learn in JROTC will carry with them no matter where they go, what they do. So if they can take on the things that we teach, leadership, citizenship, medical training, you know, anything from map reading to, I mean, just there's a myriad of things that we cover. All those things help them, can help them throughout their lives. And just like Cadet Mobley is in West Point now and scheduled to graduate, he was one of our top cadets, and he really grasped the understanding of you know, capturing all the things that we were teaching and used it to his best advantage.
How does that make you feel, Colonel Owens, knowing that you have these students that has moved on and are being being successful in life?
It is absolutely one of the most gratifying things that you can experience. You know, especially when they'll come back in the summer, right, and you know, and they'll say, "Thank you. I really appreciate what you did for me." And you know, because sometimes they'll have challenges, and they can sit down and all you know I can do is listen to them, and you know, and they were able to get something off their chest. And just the small things they're appreciative of. So, you know, we have students at Chapel Hill, at UNC Charlotte. We had students at Winston-Salem State, A&T, Hampton. Just going off to do great things, and you know, graduated somewhere in the community, working, doing well. So it's a gratifying experience to see them when they come back and they're doing great things.
Do you feel like it's a challenge, especially with the students who are attending West Charlotte, with the situation in the community? Why is it so important for them to kind of like use some of the things that they've learned from the junior ROTC program?
I think some of our students have a very challenging home life. Some of them, not all of them.
Correct.
And like I mentioned earlier, when they come into that JROTC environment, they feel a certain amount of safety that allows them to kind of let their guard down, kind of be themselves, and they can take off the facade of tough person, tough guy, tough girl, and they can kind of you know, be themselves for a while. And I think that is one of the things that's beneficial for the students that are in the West Charlotte program, because each program is different. You know, we have 20 programs in CMS, and Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're all different based on, you know, the population that's in the program, and there's challenges for each, and there's a lot of benefits for each as well. You know, but they're very different programs. So you teach the same content,
correct,
but based on the people that are in the program, it takes on its own kind of personality.
I know once they get into the military, it's kind of like having a job, because some people learn, like, they have all types of careers that they can get into. Like, they might be in military intelligence, or you know, or communications, and these type of things they can carry on after they get out of the military. Absolutely,
and they have all kinds of jobs, from medical, dental, X-ray technician. They have logistics. You know, they have the combat arms, of course, the infantry and armor and artillery. But there's a lot of jobs that translate into civilian careers after. Now they'll have to go and get the civilian education that goes along with that career, but the experience that they gain in the military will help them, you know, the actual technical skills that they gain, but the actual leadership, camaraderie, and being able to go wherever and interact with people from all different backgrounds, because every every background that you can think of is in the military, and you have to interact with them.
Correct.
You know, either as a team member or as someone that's they're working together with to accomplish a mission.
Where do you see West Charlotte Junior ROTC program 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I'd like to see West Charlotte program back up into probably 200 plus cadets in the program, really competing in all aspects of the program. JROTC from what we call the book study, where there's a book chosen each year for a team of cadets to read, and then they put together a presentation. From the book study to field day, which is a fun day for the cadets where they compete with physical activities. The drill meets where they compete on the drill field with technical drilling and marching. The Raiders, which is also another physical event. So I'd like to see the program up 200 plus, competing in all of those and excelling in all of those, and graduating students that are prepared to be good citizens and be productive citizens.
I know that has to really make you feel real proud, knowing that you're giving back not only to the community but to these youth who, you know, who they want to be somewhat in life.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Because some of the kids, they don't have some of the opportunities that may be available to others. And like when I graduated high school, the military was one of the options that were available to me, and I used that to my advantage. And what we try to do is express that to the cadets over at West Charlotte, that the military can be one of your options. You know, we don't press it, we don't push it, and that's one of the things that I like about JROTC, that we don't have a mandate to push cadets or push the students into the military. No pressure on them, no mandate at all. But I tell them, based on my experience, that it's really helped me quite a bit. And even if it's, you know, things I wanted to accomplish, you know, to travel, get money for college, you know, buy myself a car, you know, if they start off that way, you know, just those simple goals, that could put them ahead of their peers who are still in college and they're working, you know, and or just, you know, accumulating debt, student loans, you know. And when I graduated, I only accumulated the minimum amount of the student loan, and I didn't really need to. But the Army gave me that opportunity to do that. So, and I tell them they're pretty young. Even if they would go in for 3-4 years right after high school, they still come out pretty young, and they have a lot going for themselves.
We're running out of time, Colonel Owens. If someone wanted to get in contact with you, how would they go about doing that?
Well, you can reach me at West Charlotte High School. You can, the number there is 980-343-6060, or you can reach me by email, Darryl, Darryl.Owens @cms.k12.nc.us. And we're always there, always available, and we'd love to have people contact us and learn more about the program.
Thank you, Colonel Owens, for coming on the show, and I look forward to seeing you and possibly some of your cadets come on the show talking about more about the program.
Absolutely, I appreciate it.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, thank you for inviting us. All right.